Welcome back to News Geelong on this Friday evening as we turn to local sport with a gloating Nathan Curry. Now, Nathan, I must say congratulations. I said that I would give you some lollies if the Hawks won, and they did. So I just think you should have a really close look at the colour of these ribbons. Over to you.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Meryl. I'll ignore the Ammo's colours there. I should probably share them with the Drysdale boys. They did do all the hard work for me. I actually feel like I'm betraying them tonight because I am wearing the Boss's Newtown and Chilwell jumper because the under-18s and reserve sides are playing in the grand final on Saturday. And I don't think Fano's watched this since the 1982 Premiership either. Now let's have a look at what's making news in sport tonight. First up, News Geelong's Dick Philpott caught up with Bellpost Hill skipper Brad Martin to chat about his side's 2010 Geelong and District Football League Premiership.
Fantastic afternoon. It might have been a one-sided game, but everybody associated with local football would have been absolutely wrapped that the Bellpost Hill Panthers have won their first flag in the history of their famous club. 1977 they joined the league, and this is it for the mighty Panthers. They'd be wrapped. With me is the absolutely jubilant captain, Brad Martin, who's been there for the last 2 years, but started when he was 5 years of age. Brad, how are you feeling, mate?
Good, mate. Been really good. Losing the last two grand finals, we all had a great strength and had the fear to lose a third in a row. It wasn't going to happen.
Now, what must have been said, Brett must have really revved you guys up before the game, and you've delivered everything. You showed no mercy from start to finish.
Probably the opposite there, Dick. He's very laid back. Very laid back approach to the week that we did for the last 2 years. And very laid back, and it probably worked and calmed us down a fair bit.
Brett, now what happens now? You'll go back to the club rooms. Obviously there'll be a massive night. I know one bloke called Graham Lewis who was absolutely in tears when I saw him before. Been around the club a long time. His sons Nathan and Sean, big contributors to the club. It's going to be a big night out at the Ring Road Recreation Reserve.
Yeah, definitely. I guess if it wasn't for Nathan Lewis, I wouldn't be back playing at the club. And he built the core of this group that's here today. Obviously Robbie May and now Gurge has come through and topped it off and brought the cup home to Bellpost still.
Brad, absolutely fantastic result from everybody that's associated with local football. We're all so proud to think that the Bellpost Hill Panthers have finally got that flag and that silverware in their cabinet. And I really stand from everybody associated with C31 and the local footy side how proud we are for it.
Thanks a lot, Dick. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks for that, Dick. Next up, News Geelong caught up with 5 Geelong Frisbee players that represented our country in the 2010 World Junior Ultimate Frisbee Championships over in Germany. And finally tonight, News Geelong caught up with Geelong Cats coach Mark Bomber Thompson ahead of their do-or-die clash with the Collingwood Magpies, which is just about to get under the way in less than an hour. Now, Bomber, can Tom Lonergan run all day with Travis Clegg?
That, but also, look, there's been 5 or 6 times where Tommy Lonergan's come to the rescue of one of his teammates and had to jump on a dangerous opponent, and he's done it well. So I know there's a lot of controversy out there and people discussing, how Tom can get a game in front of anybody else, but inside the football club, we really rate what he's been able to do. He's had a great year, Tommy Lonergan.
Is there a chance Andrew Mackie could be a late inclusion?
He does, and look, his timing has been great this year. He can run all day, so he's very aerobic. So he's, that sort of forwards he's going to have to play on. We're going to have to deal with this week and possibly next week are guys who can run. So that's it's very important that he's in our team and playing well.
Do you think the Pies are overconfident? Last time you guys played them, Darren Jolly had a fair bit to say about Tom Hawkins.
I think they're confident. They have every right to be confident. They've had a good year, but we finished 2 points lower than them with a better percentage. So, we should be quite confident too, knowing that we've been, played a lot of finals experience, know exactly what's coming, and been quite successful in those finals games. So, we should be quite confident too.
And finally, Bomber, do you think the pressure's on you or Collingwood tonight?
Well, I spoke to our players a while ago and say, well, I think out of all the teams that were in the finals, we were in probably the best spot, as we'd won our first premiership, we'd won our second, so the pressure is off there as far as winning, and we'd also lost. So we've experienced everything in finals. So there's the other teams that are still left in it. None of them won a premiership for a long, long time, and that is pressure. And I can say whatever I want for the 2007 series that we played in. There was a huge pressure to win it, and we were probably the dominant team, the most dominant team in 2007. It was the biggest gap then, much bigger than it is in 2010. But I still felt enormous pressure. And Frank Costa and Brian Cook and everybody that worked here felt that pressure.
Thanks for your time there, Bomber, and good luck tonight. Depending on how you go, we might see you next week or we might not. But I'll be definitely here on Wednesday night. And until then, it's back to you, Mel.
Thanks, Nathan, and go Cats. Well, it's time for the weekend weather now with our weather queen, Lani Salathiel. We've had a taste of sunshine, but what's in store for the weekend, Lani?
Thanks, Meryl. With some cool and overcast temperatures, let's take a look at the forecast. For tomorrow, we've got a cloudy day with some isolated showers around, a maximum of just 14. For Sunday, a partly cloudy day with some isolated showers until evening, a maximum of 15. For the start of next week, Monday, a partly cloudy day, a few isolated showers around, clearing later in the day. However, in Geelong, a maximum of 16. For Tuesday, a cloudy day, some isolated showers possible, a maximum of 15. And for Wednesday, a cloudy day again, some isolated showers and a maximum of 15. And today we had a partly cloudy day, a few isolated showers around, a minimum of 6 and a maximum of 15. And around Geelong and the Surf Coast today we had a maximum of 14 at Aireys Inlet and just 1 degree higher at Avalon, a maximum of 15. So until next week, Meryl, that's the weather.
Thanks, Lani. See you next Wednesday night. And we also expect to welcome back Graham Rawlins to the desk next week. And thank you for joining us on News Geelong. We look forward to your company on Wednesday night. And if you have any local Geelong stories you'd like us to cover or just want to find out more about News Geelong, you can go to our website. It's www.newsgeelong.com. I'm Meryl Friend, and together with all the team here at News Geelong, have a good evening and a great weekend, and go Cats.